What is up, YouTube world? My name's Kennedy, and I am the new writer and creator of a new blog called A Modest Mess. A Modest Mess is going to be this really fun and amazing journey I'm going on where I will be documenting my life as a 20-something-year-old who is trying to live through college and 2 jobs and dating and all through following God first. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is going to be probably the craziest thing I've done just because everything I've ever written has been very private, and to put myself out there and be very vulnerable has been something I've been doing now for about 3 months. And the feedback I've gotten back, especially because, you're nervous that first time you ever really open up to a public, because people can be so cruel. The feedback and the people I've met have been amazing, truly amazing. I have had so many people write me on Instagram where I started my little post, and then on Facebook and Twitter, and people who are just saying, "You're amazing. You're encouraging me. I started going back to church because of you. I started reading my Bible because of you. I want to be a better Christian because of you," which was crazy because everything I do is for God. But for someone to say that about me, it blew my mind because it's not even me. And I tell them that. That's the first thing I say is anything good about me, anything that inspires you or encourages you, that's not from me. That's from God. That is His work within me. And that's all I want to do. I don't want you to choke on my Bible. I'm not going to shove it down your throat. But if I can just radiate His love, His forgiveness, His grace, I want people to see Him in me. And so this blog means the world to me because I get to talk about a little series I started called Dating and Waiting, where it's basically talking about modesty as a young woman, dating purity, kind of how to tackle dating, and basically not settling, waiting for that person that is truly made for you. And of course, you might not find them on the first try. You're going to date, and that's okay. But there's just such a good way to go about dating in today's society. And I understand we live in a very social world, social media world, I should say. And so, no, don't be ashamed if you have to click on someone's, DMs or message them or comment on their videos. Go for it, be bold and have your 20 seconds of insane courage. But it's just the standards to set for yourself. And nothing I say is like, oh, this is how it should be. This is how it should be for me. And I've met a lot of people who also see eye to eye on that. It's kind of not a very specific notes that I will put out there. But it'll be amazing, I think, to meet new people. And I love getting to know people's opinions. So all the people I've met, we've had these talks, we've had these topics come up at lunches and breakfast and coffee dates because I love learning about other people's views on how to handle their personal life, especially their life connected to God and how they put God first. And it really has benefited me. One amazing person that I can't wait to introduce to the blog and to the YouTube page, which she will be all over the YouTube page, and she'll have a lot on my blog. I will post a lot about her, but it is my best friend, Audrey. Audrey is probably one of the most Christ-driven young ladies I've ever met. She is just truly, truly gorgeous from the inside out. And I can't wait to do the Meeting Audrey post and a video. And most of our videos are actually, I will probably call it the Kendry series, which Kendry is our relationship name. People at work kind of jokingly call us that, and we started putting it on all our Instagram pictures together. So just a little hashtag Kendry. And she's one of the most important people in my life. And for her to be a part of this experience, also for her to be the one who inspired me to even start the blog and to start YouTube and to start all these things that are really just benefiting my life right now. It all started with her. She truly believed in me, and more than any friend I've ever known. And she has really stood by me and helped me. And today, before I released the blog, I just kept texting her. I was like, "Hey, can you go on the page and check this?" Or, "Hey, can you go see if this flows?" Or, "Does that sentence make sense?" And when you click on my Twitter thing, does it actually connect to my Twitter? So she did all the little things that are annoying, and she does it without, a complaint in the world because she's amazing. So she does all these annoying little tasks for me, and she's definitely my right-hand man. And I always joke around that more people will be a fan of the things I post of both of us than of me, because you can't help it. She's adorable. She's this cute little person, and she's sweet and kind and amazing. And I always joke around she's my better half, because I'm sassy and very abrasive sometimes. And I have a very rested, mean face, which kills me, because people tell me that after they get to know me. They're like, oh, I didn't want to talk to you first because you looked mean. Okay. Thank you. And like, how do you react to that, you know? And it killed me, but it's funny because if I'm with her, I become suddenly approachable because she just looks so nice. So I don't think I would have made friends in Kentucky had it not been for Audrey. I don't think anyone would have approached me. But anyway, she will be part of that. We'll have a Kendry series as well as my dating and waiting series, which dating and waiting will probably be my favorite part. Right now, it's my favorite thing, and I think it's because I am, you know, a single young Christian woman, and dating, being younger, well, yeah, why did I drag that out? Younger, and just trying to deal with what society is telling us we're supposed to look like for us to be taken. And my dog, do you hear my dog? Piper, go lay down. I love you. Just all the standards society's put on us to be in a relationship and to be a certain way, to be viewed as like relationship worthy. And the things that I don't do or I do seem to be very strange to a lot of people nowadays. And it's not really strange in my group of friends that I have now, because we're all very Christ-driven, and most of our goals or most of our rules for dating come from that. And so we all see kind of eye to eye, but it baffles me. It does. Being out in the world and seeing how different it is. And I've always been kind of like different because I'm really goofy, and a lot of people don't expect that from me. They say I look serious. So the fact that I fill silences with random noises and I have like goofy catchphrases, it always just surprises people. So when I started getting extremely close to Christ, and now I'm just in the best relationship with him I've ever been in. When I started getting close to him, I lost a lot of friends. Everyone started saying I was acting different, and some people were just like, you stand out. Like, you stand out in this room of people. And I'm just like, well, good. I wasn't supposed to fit in. None of us were supposed to fit in. And if I'm sticking out because I like to talk about God in a group of people, if they ask, you know, my favorite things or why I have this arm of tattoos, and if I want to basically say to all these guys, sorry, no game, I'm not really, like, you know, you don't have enough faith for me, and that sounds crazy, and people are like, oh, you're being too picky, you have too many things that you're listening, but it's not. I have such a strong relationship with God that I would never put someone above God. And if someone put me above God, they'd put all their eggs in a basket labeled Kennedy. And I would have all my eggs in a basket labeled God. And it's just, their basket in my life would be empty in comparison. And it would be unfair. It would be unfair to be unequally yoked, because I would never be able to love them in the way that they love me. Because I would love God first, and he would be the center of my life. So if I was getting closer to God, I'd be leaving them behind. And that's not fair. But if I was getting closer to them, I'd be leaving God behind. And that's just not happening. That will never be my life again. And it has been my life. And what I'm going to love about this YouTube page is that I get to talk about things we're not supposed to talk about. I'm going to talk about facing sex when you're also facing purity, and facing just regular dating rituals or lives, and, you know, just all these do's and don'ts, what you shouldn't be wearing versus, you know, it's not a law, it's not, you know, a strict rule, but why I don't dress a certain way because of how I want to present myself. And it's going to be a lot of videos of fun stuff too. It's going to be me and Audrey going on these adventures. We're going to Harry Potter World in August, which I'm so excited about. We're going to Destin, Florida, which is where I'm from. So we're going to go visit my friends and family. And she's actually never met all of them. So I'm really excited for her to meet everybody. And I'm going to have a lot of really different things on here. We're going to do even the fun, you know, YouTube stuff, the Q&As or the makeup challenges and all this fun stuff. We're going to goof around a lot. But, you know, getting to talk about what it's like to be, you know, 21 and how putting God first does affect my life in so many ways you wouldn't imagine. From how much time I want to spend in the mirror every day, to just being nice to people, to just smiling at strangers, and then donating to great causes. And the fact that my major, I picked it strictly for mission trips because that's what I want to do. And here's hoping, future husband, if you're out there, I'm sorry, but I really want our honeymoon to be a mission trip. So sorry if you got like something like super fun. And I think it's going to be fun, so I'm hoping you're on board. And I have so many things that God has called me to talk about, and I can feel it. These obstacles I faced were not for nothing. They were so that I could learn and grow and talk to people about it. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm really ready to share that with people. I'm ready to share that with you guys. So keep coming back. Keep checking in. Or don't, but I would prefer you do. And subscribe and tell your friends about it. And go check out Modest Mess. And it's confusing because the blog itself is called A Modest Mess, but the link is just Modest Mess. So the link's not wrong and the title's not wrong. It's just that A Modest Mess was taken. I don't know how, but it was taken for the domain, so whatever. I will deal with that in my own way. But I'm ready for this journey. I know God has made me ready, and I get to, from my baptism to my adventures to dating and waiting to Kendry adventures to graduating college in May to figuring out what I'm going to do after that, because I don't really know. So if someone has an idea or like suggestions, hit me up. To getting back into weightlifting, to possibly joining the Air Force. Who knows? I have so many things ahead of me, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to stop saying that because I know I'm being weird. I know I'm smiling really big, but it has all come to this, and I can't wait. Like I said, I cannot wait to do the videos that I shouldn't be doing. The ones where I talk about how I was a completely different person about a year ago. And I loved God, but I was not living for God. I would quote him in the Bible, but I wasn't living it. And I'm going to take you guys down that road of who I was then to who I am now. And it will really show you that no matter how far off the path you get, there is always a way back home. There is always a way back. And I can't wait. I can't wait. My life has truly been an adventure, and it's all because of him. It is all because of him. And everything that happens from here on out, whether I only reach 10 people on YouTube or whether I reach 1 million, it'll be because of him. And I promise I'm not going to shove my religion down your throat. That's not what this is about. But I love having Christian followers on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and getting to talk about God. And Air Force people, hit me up because I'm from a huge military family and I've always wanted to be in the military. I even started removing one of my tattoos so I would be eligible. So that is still up in the air. That's still a possibility. But there's so many other avenues that I'm facing, and it's going to be a blast, and I want you guys there with me. Okay. You swell individuals, have a very blessed day, and I really hope you come back soon.